I already have Maya open here, but this is what Maya will look like when you just open it. It will ask you, if you're a new user or experienced. I'm experienced, so I'm going to press this one, but if you're a new user, you're going to go ahead and press this one, which is perfectly fine. Because so when you open it, this is how it will pardon me. This is how Maya will open. So this is the base UI that you want to have. Up here you have the home button. Home will just take you back to the first screen that you had. Of course, you have your files, all of these. File, edit, create, select, modify, display, Windows, all of those. And then you have here, this controls other tool sets that you will need for different stuff. You have modeling, rigging, animation, VFX, rendering, and customize. So this one is pretty cool. It actually changes you can put custom controls and things like that, especially here as well. This is your shelf, and it also has super important things that you will need. You have your poly modeling, and you have the curves for NURBS, you have surfaces, same thing for NURBS, sculpting tools, UV editing, rigging, animation, rendering, VFX caching, which is like the mesh, and of course you have the custom right here as well. For here, you would want to put like regular custom made commands, so you can actually put a script and you can put different commands here and under custom, or you can put tools that you will constantly use, or um, your regular tools. Instead of having to like go to these different shelves, you can just have it here already set up, and you can even add things from the menus as well here, so that's really convenient. XGen, Mash, if all of these is usually motion graphics and motion effects and stuff like VFX, I mean, and of course rendering right under Arnold is right here. So for now, we're going to keep on the poly modeling. Over here, you have your outliner, and on the other side, over here, you have your channel box editor. This is very useful. You always want to have this up. If you don't have this up, you're gonna have to bring it back up. Typically, you want to go to Windows and Workspaces and make sure it's like showing up around here. It's usually either in one of the general editors. Yeah, here it is. Channel box. You want this over there, and your outliner is usually over the side. And next one you want is the attribute editor. We will be using this today, so make friends with this. And then modeling toolkit. This usually shows up when you want to do quad draw. Very useful tool. Combine, separate, these is pretty useful. Extrude and bridge. For ease of convenience, you can have this up, but typically this is already here, and it's also in a shortcut window, so you don't necessarily need to have it. But if it makes you feel better, if it makes you feel more comfortable, go ahead and have it here. It's not a big deal. But these are your very important tool sets. Okay, so under here you have your timeline, and you want to turn this one off. This is your cached replay. You don't need that, at least not yet, and you don't need this just yet. This is your script editor. Over here we have the panel layout. This is just for the view. You have the orthographic views, which is split in four. Obviously, you have your perspective here. Underneath, you have your side view, which typically can go left or right. You have to make sure you pick which one. I will show you that in a little bit. This is the front view, and this is the top view. You can also just have two of them, which is really useful if you're modeling something that requires you to have it side by side. And then you can go back to the regular perspective mode here, and you can also hide your outline if you need more space.